spirits are going to be flowing. The intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. It's the Florida Gators and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Florida head coach pregame. This running back has been a revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
The Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Finds his man. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in grease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. He got a step and just dusted the field. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Hits inside. It's Montgomery. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Jones to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Georgia comes quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more and he would have picked up the 1st down. It was a great individual effort there on 3rd down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Moves to his right. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a time where he's going to be open. Nice job by the QB seeing it, delivering the strike with the great protection.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Push is ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Fresh set of downs going up top. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. Called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
Got it inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I better say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A quick pass to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers. They just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Jones wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's going to take off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And they're not on the same page there. And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big 3rd down opportunity coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete. But they couldn't do it there.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Changing the routes with his receiver. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Pryor. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Just gets rid of that one.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's up to 25. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Jones to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rolls right. Fires on the move. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Turns it on down the left side. The 30. The 20. The 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. About the only good thing that happened for the offense on that play, at least it wasn't a pick six. What a return.
Yeah, that didn't look good for the offense. You know all those big fellas, those old linemen, they're not going to be able to go make the play. So as the DB getting the interception, you know, if you can break that play and you can get past that level, it might be to the house. It might be to the crib. Lucky that wasn't a pick six if you're on offense.
Trying to run, it's Frazier. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Georgia going up tempo. Going for 6. Picked off. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback.
Caught, and he's got room. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Gators right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking for the edge, it's Montgomery. Pushes ahead for 1, it's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pulls it in, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few. On the ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Still looking to his right. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he puts through the extra point. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on first down, wants to throw. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he gets it away.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Got to make the play on 4th. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that pulled Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jones to throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Right side, it's Singleton. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
They just keep firing. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing it back. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Running the red zone, it's Frazier. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, here's Frazier. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
And the Bulldogs are threatening on first and goal. Frazier again. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Finds his big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. And the Gators are in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Myles through the defense. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Hits the hole. It's Pryor. Powers through the defender.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Back to the ground game on the left. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage from no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Burrowing for yardage. Got a little grass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll ride the hot hand. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gators!
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final quarter to play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the fourth. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Frazier again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Dogs in the hurry up. Handoff for Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And he loses the football on the return. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen.
He uncorks one deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Looking for more room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And as a a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Tight end finds a soft spot. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Nowhere to go.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Run ends there. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snapped on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Buying a little time to his left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running inside. It's Montgomery. He's past the sticks. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try